Well, President Obama remains committed to closing the Guantanamo Bay detention facility, but conservatives, including Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas, remain skeptical of the president's plan. One America's John Hines has this story from Washington.
Senator Cotton took the podium at the Conservative Heritage Foundation to discuss his opposition to President Obama's plan to close the Guantanamo detainee facility. Cotton wasted little time in saying that President Obama is not being entirely truthful to the American people.
President Obama and others have pushed to bring the remaining Guantanamo detainees to the United States and house them in federal supermax prisons. The ugly truth that President Obama doesn't share is that bringing these terrorists to facilities in the U.S. will have enormous costs in terms of tax dollars and compromise U.S. security.
Heritage Foundation senior legal fellow and former Defense Assistant Secretary for Detainee Affairs, Charles Stimson, spoke about what motivated Senator Tom Cotton to speak out today.
So recently we wrote a backgrounder, a paper here at Heritage, on the legal and policy implications of closing Guantanamo if you were to do that. And then we were able to chat with Senator Cotton and his staff. And he indicated he'd be interested in coming over to give us his position.
Cotton said that reports of prisoner abuses are overstated.
At no time in any war in all of history, let alone U.S. history, have military detainees enjoyed such a depth and breadth of procedural rights.
In fact, Cotton says that the Guantanamo detainees have ample legal representation and have received 111 visits from the Red Cross to monitor their conditions. Jeff Schrade heard Senator Cotton's remarks and thinks Guantanamo is a good place for the detainees to stay.
I don't want the bad guys on our soil at risking my family.
Heritage's Stimson agrees and says part of the problem is that the president doesn't really have a plan.
Oh, I'm not sure he has a plan, because he's promised over and over to deliver a comprehensive plan to the Hill, laying out the policy and legal implications of closing Guantanamo.
For many members of Congress, the president's intended plan to close Guantanamo is vague and raises more questions than it answers. And many senators, like Cotton, want the president to fill in those answers soon. John Hines, One American News, Washington.